Oh my God! You're not gonna believe what's going on here. Well, I don't know how if people couldn't clue into this earlier, or people were asleep at the wheel, or people were just completely oblivious to what was happening around them. Well, people are waking up to a rude awakening and realizing that the Biden administration sucks. We told you guys the day he was selected as president and when Amerifornia kicked off. So here it is, the Wall Street Compost. The Wall Street Journal. Biden Democrats lose ground on key issues. WSJ Bull finds. Wow, I can't believe they're actually polling this and actually finding this. And they're actually putting it on the Wall Street Journal. Oh, oil's up again. Ooh, oil stocks are doing great. All right, so what is happening? Well, here it is, folks. Let's go back up to the top. Biden blames inflation on Putin. That's what these guys should have said, but you get a better description on Zero Hedge. Don't forget to check them out. Biden blames inflation on Putin, big oil, and the pandemic. Of course he is. Wait. He didn't blame Trump? Wait, what? Anyways, Friday morning, which is today, guys, Wall Street Journal reported that Democrats have lost ground over key issues, primarily inflation and the economy, which 50% cited as the top issue. Majority of voters, 63%, that's not important. So it goes in to say the mood of the country hasn't gotten any better since the last poll. In fact, it's gotten a little worse. A little teensy-weensy worse, said John Anzalone, the lead pollster of Biden's 2020 presidential campaign, whose firm conduct on the survey for the Journal. So there it is right there. And just a reminder, blah, blah, blah. I don't even care. I don't care what he has to say there. Nobody cares. This guy's asleep. Nobody cares. That looks more like it. And let's get to where I want to get. Look at that. And let's go over here. There we go. Except if all of this is the fault of Putin and big oil, how does this Biden administration explain this? Couldn't have been Democratic admin response to the pandemic, right? So there it is. There's your inflation and consumer prices year over year, price of stuff, not Putin. So that's when they pulled the trigger on the pandemic right there. And boom, Putin. Boom, Putin. So what is going on? Well, let's go to our channel. There's lots of memes going around about this. Let's go into our channel time machine. Double-digit inflation ahead. Who do we blame? Who do we blame? So now they're like this video right here ties to what they're saying here today. Who do we blame? They're blaming obviously Putin, big oil, pandemic. So we're headed towards double-digit inflation. You're getting a taste of inflation on Morning Coffee with Mike, and then we're going to start seeing hyperinflation. Morning Coffee with Mike, mentality inflation we did 2 years ago was really good. Inflation will be the death of us 8 months ago. Zero bed, zero bath, $1 million. Say hello to inflation. World of inflation 10 months ago. Let's see if we can find something really, really, really picking up here, something crazy here from a while back. Is it a good time to buy gold? Right here, the Great Canadian Peso is here. 60% of Canadian parents worried that they wouldn't be able to feed their children 3 months ago. 5 years ago, food to skyrocket by 2021, 830%. What else we got? Oil to the moon. So $100. That was a year ago. I invested and made money on oil, by the way. The oil stocks I keep talking to you guys about. What else we got here? Food shortage on the way a year ago. Oh, food is costing more than my rent 5 years ago. So government's asking citizens to stockpile food 5 years ago. So we already knew, food prediction from 2015, 7 years ago. So that's on our channel Time Machine and what has been going on. And I kind of wanted to share this with you guys. We could call this the inflation blame game. Who do we blame on the inflation? Do we blame Putin? Do we blame... You see, we're already having closures and shutdowns in businesses back in 2019. And then we said it here on the channel. So let us take you back to an episode of Mike in the Night from September 18, 2019, when middle class was exodusing, stores were shuttering, and food was costing more. And they always found ways to hide inflation. They're clever ways to hide inflation. Blame it on oil. Blame it on the price of gold. Blame it on whatever you can. Blame it on Big Bird.
We have to do this.
But this is what we said.
So much people. And you know what? I've seen some projections. If we go full retard, 85% dead in North America in 6 months. That's full retard on the projections that they've done. And they'll just let the world take care of itself. But you got to build it up as big as, because they always say the longer they let it go, the more pain that's going to be felt. I think that's what they're doing. They're never going to leave a travesty go to waste. They never will. Use your brains, man. That's all you got to do. Think the way they think, and they are the most sinister people on the planet,
Okay,
you know?
hear me out. Just hear me out on this one.
Sure.
You got this climate change that's full stop. I'm talking, it's everywhere. It's on front pages. It's what they're feeding us. And the funny part of this one is that a lot of people are actually buying this hook, line, and sinker. But what is the real thing? Like, there's something so big in the works. Either it's a real big hot war that's going to wipe out a percentage of us. Either they're going to pull the trigger on a mass pandemic, or it's going to be something. And the reason they were pushing the climate change thing back in 2019, if you remember, they were looking at climate lockdowns. That's why. But then they pulled the trigger on the pandemic like we predicted there on Mike in the Night from 2019, August or September of 2019. Sorry, it's playing over there, but there it is, guys. This has been happening, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my time, life on this earth, proving to people that we were in a lot of trouble way before they pulled the trigger on things, and they're just having a really tough time blaming inflation on what, and they're gonna have to figure something out real quick. I've been buying oil since November. I've been buying oil since, well, everybody on YouTube or everybody on social media was getting out of the markets, and I'm done with the markets, I'm free. I've been buying Athenia oil, Crescent Point, Suncor, September, October of last year, right up until 3 weeks ago. So I knew when you smell war or when there's war on the horizon, you always hedge with oil. And that's something I've been saying on the channel for the last 10 years. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who are they going to blame it on? I mean, what's the next thing? First contact from aliens? I'm going to have to probably replay this video one time in the future because that might be the thing. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Lots of love. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.